As we get into the lunch rush, real quick, I'm going to say my piece and then be done with it. Portnoy's in town because he's done a bunch of Chicago pizza reviews.
Okay.
Now, I'm a pizza junkie. I consider myself somewhat of a
connoisseur.
Yeah, look, I worked at a pizzeria for years. I worked for the Malnati family for years. Make my own pizza at home. I have an Uni wood-fired pizza oven that I love. If you said, the whole pick one thing that you'd eat the rest of your life and never get sick of it, like if it were not unhealthy and it would kill you eventually, I'd eat pizza every day. Like I would. I'd eat pizza every day.
Yeah.
Like I love pizza that much. I love it. I'm going to New York in a month with my kids. I can't wait. I'm taking them on, I said, we're doing the ultimate pizza tour.
Okay.
I love it. I also am not afraid. The late Anthony Bourdain, who was born and raised New Yorker, cooked in New York, and like many people from New York, didn't really think anything west of New York existed in this country. Anthony Bourdain, when he did his No Reservations Chicago episode, Anthony Bourdain admitted, and he goes, it pains me to do it, but Chicago has a better hot dog than New York. It's indisputable.
I would agree with that.
We do encased meats in all forms, sausages, hot dogs, in Chicago better than any place in the country, probably better than any place in the world. Like Anthony Bourdain admitting that the Chicago dog is better than the New York dog, New York pizza is better. I will admit that. It is. But Portnoy went too far.
What did he say?
He said Chicago is the worst pizza city in the country.
What an idiot.
Well, that's
And I
ridiculous.
took offense.
The worst?
I said, Dave.
Has he been to like St. Louis? I can name plenty
And
of places.
maybe he's doing that. He was saying it because he goes, you think Chicago, Italians, pizza everywhere. People talk about Chicago pizza. He said, you think there'd be better pizza. He said, and I'm not exaggerating it. I mean, he said it on a review we did at a place, I think, in Elmhurst
First of all,
yesterday.
he's probably going to some of the tourist traps. I don't know.
But he doesn't like tavern pizza, I think. I think that's part of the problem.
There's so many choices in this city, different kinds. I don't know how he could possibly say that. Just the choices alone can't make it the worst.
I was like, Dave, whoa, that thing, my friend. We are not one of the worst pizza cities in the country. I will admit New York pizza, by and large, is better. But we are not one of the worst. And if you know the places to go, and look, he gets inundated with places to go, and you hope he finds all the good ones. There is tons of great pizza.
What I don't understand is
in Chicago.
Okay.
He was also complaining that none of it's ever open. He goes, why aren't Chicago pizzerias open for lunch? You might have something there.
I guess. How about I know this is obvious, but pizza especially, but food in general is such a personal opinion. He says one thing, I say another, you say another. There's nobody right, nobody wrong.
Of course not. You're doing a subjective review on taste.
It's right, on taste. It's just weird to even care what someone else thinks.
Yeah.
Because your taste buds are going to be different than his.
Has he been to Peace Pizza? I put Peace Pizza up against any pizza I've ever had.
Pequod's,
Pequod's is great.
And I am not the connoisseur that you are. I would not eat it every day. It would not be my last meal.
Every day, Jesse.
So you're saying electric chair, last meal, pizza?
That's I don't know if it'd be my electric chair meal, but it's like if you said there's one food for the rest of your life. I think if I were going to the chair, I think I would do something a little bit more opulent in a sense, like a little bit more luxurious
one for the rest of your life. I think for
the rest of my life, I'd go
a lot
pizza.
of people would say pizza.
I would go
I think
pizza.
a lot of people would because you can get it in different ways, different forms.
That's it, and I wouldn't have to think twice about it.
I probably wouldn't.
That's how much I love it.
Right. That's not. I don't love it that same way. Can I say pie?
Sure, we just did our list of
No,
pies.
I know. But,
French silk, Jess?
Yeah, French silk every day for the rest of my life.
And then flip that switch.
I don't know. I feel like maybe we need to take Dave around a little.
I mean, Dave, come on. You call it the worst. It sounds like you're just trying to be provocative.
No, I don't think he is though. Like,
it sounds like it.
It was. I think he was like he was generally annoyed. He was genuinely annoyed.
There's a lot of big cities that have like the crappiest pizza. Come on.
Yeah, there's just
Cincinnati has better pizza than Chicago.
No, of course not.
St. Louis.
No,
I mean,
no.
So he was exaggerating.
Milwaukee didn't have better pizza than us.
He was
Indianapolis. No.
I lived in Houston for a year and a half. Could not find a decent slice.
Can't find a good slice in
No.
Houston. Boston doesn't have good pizza for crying out loud. The North End is cool, but Boston's pizza, I would say, as a big city. he might not like that. He's going to take offense to that. I can already tell because he's an East Coast guy. But we're not one of the worst pizza cities. We'll point you in the right direction. There's plenty of great pizza. That's my rant on that.
Liam on line 3.
No, hold on. We got to do that. We'll get to Liam in a minute.
He's got an interesting take there.
Oh, Liam's
I don't
crazy.
quite get.
Liam's crazy. We'll get to the lunch rush. And
No,
then
let's start off with Liam. I want to hear his argument
Really?
here for cheesecake. Yeah.
All right, Liam's in South Elgin. Go ahead, Liam.
Bruno, but hey, how you doing?
Bruno.
Hey.
Your
Good to
name's
see ya.
wait a minute. Your name's Bruno.
Yeah, I was named after a German Shepherd. He was a great dog.
How did Jack
we
get
get to
Liam?
Liam?
Told me Liam.
No, it's Bruno.
All right, I like the name Bruno. Nothing
They
wrong.
sound very similar.
All right,
All right,
Bruno.
make your
go
case
ahead.
here. I gotta
Liam
hear
and
this.
Bruno. I mean, geez. What's up, Bruno? Go ahead.
All right, hot take. The best pie is a cheesecake.
Yeah, no, I disagree
Okay,
with that.
you understand what's
cake.
in the name?
It's a cake. That's not a pie.
What's a pie? A pie's a crust with a filling, right?
Yeah, but crust. Yeah,
I don't know, but you can't call something a pie that has
Cheesecake-
cake in its name.
great. That Bruno, thanks. That's like is a hot dog a sandwich, right?
We're not going to even let you explain it, Bruno. It's so ridiculous.
Well, he's saying it's a pie because it's a filling inside of a crust.
I go by names.
Yeah, I go by
cheesecake.
cheesecake.
It's a cake.
I think it's a cake. All right, what's on the lunch rush, boys?
All right, thank you, Liam. Let's get started here. We were talking earlier about Garrett Crochet potentially being on the move. I'm adamant that I would not do that, although there is one circumstance in which I would trade Garrett Crochet.
What is it?
And it is a team that could use another top-line starting pitcher alongside Corbin Burns.
Yes.
Would you trade Garrett Crochet 1-for-1 for Jackson Holliday?
Yes.
No,
Really?
no. It can't be 1-for-1. Can't be 1-for-1. It does you no good. You're trading one
right.
good player for one good player.
Would you trade? Would you trade?
Gotta be at least two or
Would you
three.
trade Garrett Crochet for Gunnar Henderson? Yes. Come on.
Yes.
Yes, you would.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I would
Absolutely.
drive Garrett Crochet to the
I would too.
airport.
And I would too.
And I
I'd
love
drive
him.
with you. And I love him too.
But from a prospect perspective, it has
you
to
need
be more than one.
All right.
To
Okay.
do a 1-for-1.
Fair. Maybe you're right.
Gunnar Henderson is my favorite player in
Dude,
all of baseball.
I love him right now.
He is fantastic.
Absolutely love him.
Well,
He's
who
so
doesn't?
good.
Yeah.
He is so ridiculously good. If I'm Chris Getz, I'm calling Baltimore on a daily basis because they have an embarrassment of riches. They, quite frankly, are going to have to keep trading guys because they just
It's going to be them or the Dodgers.
yeah.
It's gonna be them or
get
the
their
Dodgers.
best. Like, could they get Kobe Mayo or is Mayo off
I'll
limits?
start predicting things.
Could they get Kobe Mayo?
Fetty to Milwaukee, Crochet to Baltimore, Bellinger to Atlanta. I'm going to start predicting things here. Rossi can throw crap at the wall. I can.
Yeah. Like Seattle.
Nico to Seattle. Not happening.
No.
Bellinger to Atlanta, Fetty to Milwaukee, Crochet to Baltimore or LA. I can't pick which one.
Okay.
You know, Nico would fit right in that Mariners
Kobe
lineup the
Mayo,
way
yeah,
they're
I
hitting this
think-
year.
I think they can
Could
get.
they get Kobe Mayo?
Yeah, I think they can get anybody that's not on the major league roster.
Except Holiday. They're not getting Jackson Holiday.
Probably not, I guess. Yeah.
Boy, if they could headline a package with Jackson
Yeah,
Holiday.
it probably won't be Holiday.
That'd be pretty.
Yeah.
That'd be
You're
pretty
not getting the number one prospect, but you should be getting anyone below that.
All right, do it. If you're going to do this, then do it with Baltimore.
Yeah.
What else? Go ahead. You can do a couple more things in there. if
All
you want.
right.
Kevo?
Zach LaVine in the news lately.
Oh, yeah.
Apparently very hard to move that contract. A lot of bad contracts in this city right now. When you look at the Bull, you got LaVine, you got Vooch, you got Benintendi, you got Dansby Swanson. What's the worst contract in the city right now? Is it Zach?
Yeah, I think Zach's. It's because
Yeah.
it's hard to say anybody else at this point. I mean, Dansby's deal is not.
I mean-
Dansby signed for what, 170 million? It's not crazy.
No, right.
Yeah, but he
right.
stinks.
Well,
Is Zach owed 137 or 200?
Zach's is really bad, you guys.
When healthy, Zach LaVine was an all-star and a 30-point per game guy.
30. He's never been a 30-point per game.
30-ish. He's in the neighborhood. He's in the ballpark.
Well, I think Benintendi's is worse than Swanson. At least Swanson plays Gold Glove
Benintendi's-
is shortstop.
Benintendi's a minus right now. He's
Right.
like a -2
I mean,
WAR player.
A good shortstop is worth something, even if he's not hitting. So I think Benintendi is worse contract-wise, even though it's 100 million less.
Zach LaVine's a high, by the way, and it was one season, 27.4.
Hey,
all right,
round up.
if you want to call that 30-ish, he's averaged 20 points per game for his career. So let's slow down on the 30-ish. That's a bad contract. That's the worst one. And they can't move it. All you got to know is it's the worst because they can't move it. 43 next year, 46 the year after that, 49 the year after that. That's the worst contract.
That was kind of going to be my rant about the Bulls. We're
Well,
running
just
out of
save
time.
it.
Well,
Let's do it coming up next. You want to do
Okay,
that?
yeah,
Rant a
yeah.
little bit.
All
Go
right,
ahead. That's
all
a good segue. We'll take a quick break. Jesse's got a little rant. We got Carter Hawkins, the Jam of the Cubs, coming up at 2. Crosstalk with Bleck and Abdallah at 2:35. We'll be right back.